snowed last night. Little Chance is trying to go to the bathroom in the snow, but I figured I'd show you. We have a little frosty out there. It didn't get too much. You could still see the grass coming through, but it definitely snowed. Good morning, Mr. Momo. No? Oh. Well, as you can see, I'm so red in the face, and I have black under my eyes yet again. And Mom's with me this time.
Morning!
Morning! So we just left kickboxing. I really was considering not going because I don't know, I woke up not feeling that great. I think I'm getting a cold, but I really hope not. But I burned 705 calories in 55 minutes, and Mom burned 573.
Woo-woo!
And my knee isn't really bothering me, so I'm going to ice, and your hip's not bothering you.
No.
Yep, so now we're going to go home.
Roll, gotta roll.
We have to go foam roll, and then I'm going to put my frozen peas in the freezer to ice again, because that stuff is the best. That's the best product ever. And then Super Bowl prep. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop.
Alright, so now we're home, and I was going to shower, but I'm going to eat first. And sorry, I needed some coffee. I'm actually making myself a Mexican-style omelet, just because we have so much leftovers from last night's dinner. So I have avocados, black beans, corn, some red onions, and some tomatoes that I'm just warming in this pan right now. And then I'm going to add 2 eggs to it and make it kind of like an omelet, but I don't know how it's going to work out because, yeah, it didn't work out. So we'll see how I do with this because I'm not really good at making omelets. It's more of Eddie's job, and we'll figure it out as I go along. Okay, as you can see, the omelet did not work out, so I just kind of scrambled the eggs in with all the stuff. And then put a little sour cream on top, but this is actually way too much food for me. I think I overestimated how much food I needed, so I probably won't finish this, but I'm going to go ahead and enjoy it. So before, when Eddie and I lived in our apartment a few years ago, Sunday mornings, this is before I started working out or doing anything really productive with my weekends besides partying, my Sunday mornings and some Saturdays would consist of me sitting on the couch with my coffee and the boys, because Eddie sleeps later than me and I've always been up earlier, and I would just sit and watch the Food Network for hours and hours, which I've said many times before that on my blog that it's my absolute favorite channel. I could watch cooking shows all day, all night, and be completely content with it. Even ones that I've seen 2 or 3 times, like the episodes, I'll rewatch them. So that's what I'm doing right now because he's still sleeping, I have my coffee, and I don't really have anything that I need to rush to do. And it's nice to just stop and watch the foodies. So, look who's here again.
Hey, I'm here again, but hold on, stop. Safety first, guys. Whenever driving a motor vehicle, make sure to have your seatbelt on and secure. It's against the law not to, and it's safe for you and your partner and anybody else in the vehicle. There we go.
Thank you. So we just went to Panera to pick up a French baguette, and they cut it for us because I'm making a bacon cheeseburger dip for Super Bowl later. That's one of the meals because Eddie loves bacon cheeseburgers, so I found this recipe and I just think that it's going to be perfect. And I thought it would go better with French baguette from Panera toasted in the oven than with Tostito chips. And then we stopped in Bath & Body Works because I wanted to get a housewarming gift for Becky because she just got a new place. And then, of course, Eddie and I got ourselves a bunch of candles because we have an addiction to candles.
I strongly recommend either...
Oh, yeah. The spring line is out right now.
Which ones did I get? I got green margarita.
Island margarita.
Island margarita.
I'm all washed out.
And the other
what
one,
the heck?
The other one was...
What the heck just happened to me?
One? I don't know.
Pink sangria.
Pink sangria.
What is this person doing?
Good. All right, packing up's not going to help.
Sorry,
that.
there's this is what's going on right now.
People.
This person is she's just not moving. So that's what was going on. Sorry.
Hopefully she's okay.
I'm really washed out. Stop.
Hey, it happens sometimes. Maybe you can do some color correction in the
No, I'm like a ghost.
Yeah,
there we go. Now I'm back. All right, I'll keep it like this.
Okay.
So now we're going to PetSmart because we have to get more food for Max and dog treats. And then we're going home, and Eddie's going to study, and I'm going to start the food prep for later tonight. So I will show you guys what we're making. Eddie's baking wings.
I am going to rub them with a dry rub, and then I am going to souse them. Well, I'm going to bake them and then souse them.
That's it.
Yeah. Wait, we're not going to Becky's now?
We're not going to Becky's today. I'm starting the double bacon cheeseburger dip. And I have beef in the pan, and I'm actually making more than I'm supposed to, so Eddie can take some to work tomorrow. And then I have bacon over here, and I'm just going to show you as I make through the process. Bacon just came out, and I cooked the beef before that, which you saw. And now I am putting the onion, and I'm cooking it up for a few minutes until it gets softened in the bacon grease. And then I'm adding the garlic, and then everything else, and then we put it in the baking dish, which is over there. Obviously, this is far from healthy, but it's Super Bowl Sunday, and I'm letting myself overindulge in a big way. And I'll probably regret it later when it makes me sick, but for now, I'm going to enjoy it. The ingredients have been combined, and now it's in this baking dish, and I'm just going to add a little more cheddar cheese on top when I bake it, but I'm not baking it until 4 hours from now. I just wanted to prep it because we're going to be using the oven and the stovetop, so I just wanted to get out of the way for everybody else, but Eddie just did a little taste test, and he said it tasted fantastic, so I think I did good. So I mentioned earlier that I wasn't really feeling that great this morning. It's actually not so bad right now, but I just feel run down and tired, so I made myself this tea that I saw the other day on It's Judy's Life, which is, like I said yesterday, one of my favorite daily vlogs to watch, and it's just green tea, a tea bag from Trader Joe's, 3 fresh lemon slices, and fresh ginger at the bottom. And I think you're supposed to, I think the word's muddle. I'm not really sure. Like, you smash it, but I don't have one of those things, so I kind of just chopped it up as much as I could and just let it sit in the hot water for a little bit. And it's actually really good. I might start drinking this a lot more often, even when I'm not feeling like I'm coming down with something or run down. So I just wanted to share that little tip with you guys in case it was something you'd be interested in. What are you doing?
I'm putting mustaches on beer glasses.
Look at these! Oh man, now it's a Super Bowl party. My mom got me this. She got me 5 of these actually, from the Target dollar spot, and they're actually they are rubber reusable mustaches. So I guess if I keep them in this, we'll be able to use them over and over.
Yes.
So that's how we're celebrating Super Bowl. The Schroeders to be. Oh, you spilled some of mine.
How do you care?
Okay, so Eddie has taken the reins on
Wangs.
The Wangs. Oh, those are big. Why did we get them so big?
Well, they didn't look that big in the...
These are like the most massive wings ever. All right, so maybe we'll make the first packet and then see where we're at.
Well, I was just going to make them on 2 pans because that's about half.
Oh,
so I just
leave the
do
bread
2 pans.
All right, I don't know if we have another pan.
I'll check. I'll wash my hands first because that's what you do when you
I'll look.
We'll pause and unpause.
Okay, so we got a second tray. We moved some things around. So yeah, these are not exactly traditional wing sizes, but you know what? Go big or go home, and then we'll have leftovers, right?
Yes, we will.
So what are we seasoning with? Oh.
Well, I'm going to do a dry rub containing... Actually, maybe I should do a little Cajun spice in there.
Too spicy for me.
Okay. So you handle what that is.
So we're going to use these are my favorite seasonings, and I actually am going to work on a blog post because I've talked about this a few times on Twitter of my favorite seasonings for when I cook, and by far my favorite seasonings are the Perfect Pinch by McCormick, and I use the rotisserie chicken, and I just got the savory all-purpose last week and used it with Brussels, but I have almost the entire line of Perfect Pinch. These are just the 2 that we are using for the dry rub on the wings today. So he's going to rub them. He's going to rub them down, and then we're going to bake them and then dip them in sauce, because baking them saves some calories and time because frying them takes forever.
And before we do any of this, I'm going to wash my hands again.
So here he goes. He's putting on that's the savory?
I believe so. Perfect Pinch, savory, all-purpose,
yeah.
fat
And
free.
the best thing about these McCormick seasonings is they don't have salt in them. And there's no chemicals. They are all natural. You can see it. It's not going to focus because iPhones, I don't know why it doesn't focus when you use the camera. But there's absolutely no chemicals, and it's all natural ingredients. So
I've always wondered that myself. Why iPhones don't focus with the video camera.
Yeah.
Or zoom.
Right. All right, so we're going to do this and then put them in the oven.
Ready?
Whoa.
One tray.
Can you do that? Should you move the rack up maybe?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. So we're going to put these in the oven and bake them, and then we'll show you the next step. The wings have come out of the oven, and now
They're being soused.
So we have Frank's Red Hot mixed with Frank's wing sauce, which now I need to get another jar of because I use that on eggs and stuff. But it was a little too spicy for me, so what did Eddie do?
Eddie looked up, had him cool down your overly spicy hot sauce, and it turns out that you can do it using ketchup and a little vinegar, so you don't take away the tang, but you don't make it the whole thing taste like ketchup.
And it actually really works because I tried it and it's like normal spicy because I'm like really sensitive when it comes to spicy food, and I have chronic heartburn, like acid reflux problems, so I can't eat really spicy things. Like sometimes tomatoes and ketchup bothers it. So Eddie was kind enough to be a good husband and figure out how to make it not as spicy for me. So now he's dipping them in, as you can see, and then we're gonna pop them back in the oven just to let the sauce like really get inside the juice of really juice like with the chicken. And
I think what she's trying to say is we're really gonna let the sauce bake into the wings.
That's what I was trying to say. And yeah, so I'll show you guys after. Here is the final spread. So these are the wings, and they look and smell so good. They're huge. I can't wait to eat them. Whoa. And then this is the bacon cheeseburger dip that I made for Eddie, well, with Eddie in mind. And then we got some Panera bread that I just toasted up with a little olive oil. And of course, veggies and ranch dressing. And extra ranch dressing in case you need it for these spicy wangs. And now we are going to clean up really quick before my parents get home and enjoy.
We are going to do a shot of Fireball whiskey, and then we're going to wait for our parents to get home.
Oh.
In celebration of all the shit that we just did.
Stuff.
I wasn't supposed to say that word, was I?
Stuff.
In celebration of all the stuff we just did.
Right. Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Congratulations. Happy Super Bowl.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
After the Ravens win.